Continuing a pattern that traces back to the early days of his 2016 presidential campaign, Donald Trump himself has yet to openly acknowledge a series of attacks in which the perpetrators were white. The United States stands with the Canadian people in the aftermath of today's tragic event in Toronto, where a van drove into a crowd of people, killing several and injuring many more, the White House's Office of the Press Secretary said in a statement about an incident where a 25-year-old man ran pedestrians over in a van on Monday. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the families of those affected, and we wish a full recovery to those injured. The United States government pledges to provide any support Canada may need. During a press briefing earlier Monday, White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders addressed the hero of the Waffle House shooting, a man named James Shaw Jr., who wrestled the gun away from the shooter, but focused on other matters. I also want to commend the heroic actions of James Shaw Jr. early Sunday morning at a Waffle House in Tennessee, Sanders told reporters at the press conference. Mr. Shaw saved lives when he wrestled a gun from an active shooter who had opened fire. The president offers his condolences to the victims and their families. He is monitoring the ongoing situation, and the White House is in regular contact with state and local officials. Since the Nashville Waffle House shooting early on Sunday morning, Trump has tweeted about former FBI Director James Comey, former Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton, North Korea, praise he received from political consultant Mary Matalin, the ongoing probe into his campaign's alleged collusion with Russia, his visit with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, sanctuary cities, the confirmation of Mike Pompeo as Secretary of State, NAFTA, food stamps, and the U.S. Senate race in Tennessee. He retweeted Vice President Mike Pence for that last one. Sleepy eyes chucked out of fake news. NBC just stated that we have given up so much in our negotiations with North Korea, and they have given up nothing. Wow, we haven't given up anything. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, April 22, 2018, we are a long way from conclusion on North Korea. Maybe things will work out, and maybe they won't. Only time will tell, but the work I am doing now should have been done a long time ago. Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, April 22, 2018, I can die happy now with Trump job performance, stated Mary Matalin. A great overall president. Stunning. Thank you, Marie. Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, April 22, 2018, a complete witch hunt. Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, April 22, 2018, funny how all of the pundits that couldn't come close to making a deal on North Korea are now all over the place telling me how to make a deal. Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, April 22, 2018, Kim Strassel of the WSJ just said, after reviewing the dumb Comey memos, you got to ask, what was the purpose of the special counsel? There's no there. Dan Henninger of the WSJ said memos would show that this would be one of the weakest obstruction cases ever brought. Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, April 22, 2018, thank you to the incredible law enforcement officers from the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. They keep us safe and are very cool about it. pic.twitter.com/NLHXPPWMZT, Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, April 22, 2018, hard to believe obstructionists may vote against Mike Pompeo for Secretary of State. Dems will not approve hundreds of good people, including the ambassador to Germany. They are maxing out the time on approval process for all. Never happened before. Need more Republicans. Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, April 23, 2018, despite the Democrat-inspired laws on sanctuary cities and the border being so bad and one-sided, I have instructed the Secretary of Homeland Security not to let these large caravans of people into our country. It is a disgrace. We are the only country in the world so naive. Wall. Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, April 23, 2018, Mexico, whose laws on immigration are very tough, must stop people from going through Mexico and into the U.S. We may make this a condition of the new NAFTA agreement. Our country cannot accept what is happening. Also, we must get wall funding fast. Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, April 23, 2018, here's a great stat. Since January 2017, the number of people forced to use food stamps is down 1.9 million. The American people are finally back to work. Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, April 23, 2018. Notably absent from this list was any reference to either of the attacks that have been dominating headlines, and that have left two countries shaken. On Sunday, Travis Reinking, a 29-year-old man living in Tennessee, is believed to have committed a mass shooting at a Waffle House in Antioch, Tennessee that left 4 people dead. Reinking was on the run for more than a day before a major area-wide manhunt eventually tracked him down to a wooded area near a construction site roughly 1 mile from where he allegedly committed his crime. It is unclear what Reinking's motives were for committing the mass shooting, although early reports revealed that he had tried to breach the White House last year and considered himself to be a sovereign citizen. The silence from the president's Twitter account could mean that, in order of priority, another mass shooting could be less important than a fire in Trump Tower, the residential apartment building owned by his private company, one which the president's family still controls. Trump's tweet came hours after reports of the fire. Fire at Trump Tower is out. Very confined, well-built building. Firemen and women did a great job. Thank you, Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump. April 7, 2018. On Monday, a 25-year-old man in Toronto used his white rental rider van to run over a pedestrian crossing the street, then proceeded to drive up a sidewalk and run over innocent people in an indiscriminate manner. The suspect, Alec Manasjian, was not believed to have been working with any organized terrorist group, according to the New York Times, and was thus not labeled as a terrorist himself. Nevertheless, his actions caused the deaths of at least 10 people and managed to injure at least 15 others. One of the ongoing controversies of Trump's presidency has been his seeming tendency to focus more on tragedies that involve non-whites and/or Muslims killing people than he does on those in which the perpetrators are white. For instance, he took several days to respond to violent incidents that were motivated by hatred of Muslims in Kansas and Oregon, or to a school shooting in January in Kentucky, but took less than a day to tweet about violent incidents carried out by Muslims in Paris, San Bernardino, Orlando and Manchester. Another attack in London by a loser terrorist. These are sick and demented people who were in the sights of Scotland Yard. Must be proactive. Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, September 15, 2017. Loser terrorists must be dealt with in a much tougher manner. The internet is their main recruitment tool, which we must cut off.